I still am in that place. There was a time that I said that I was two-spirited. I believe because I accept all the male parts about me and all the feminine energy about myself too. I accept both areas of that. That is why I really enjoy that I had the opportunity to live my life as a butch queen, and then you know what I'm saying because I can say I have this area. That's why I don't mind. Bitches be posting up boy pics of me. I'm like I posted that. That's how you got it. That's how you got it. Right. That's how you got it, can't you? Right. Yeah. You're not doing nothing. That's how you got it. I posted the hideous picture that I felt was hideous of myself. That's how you got it. You're not shaming me, bitch. I'm over here reflecting. When I post stuff or stuff like that, I'm reflecting over my life, looking over my life, and being very thankful to the Most High, being most thankful, to the universe, to the divine, to the benevolent for letting me, allowing me, and you can't age shame me. Right. Yeah, I had this conversation the other day. So it's like these kids that would be like 25, they go, "Oh, you old now." You don't think you're gonna go past 25? Like, girl, you want to die in? You're not going past 30. You think you're gonna be that age forever? Like, what the fuck? You're that dumb? Like, that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. I embrace. Me too. Each year that comes, I embrace it. When I see those gray hairs on my pussy, I'll be like, girl, that's wisdom. Gray hairs where? On my pussy. And nuts. Wait, live a pussy and nuts? And nuts. So are the nuts at the top and the pussy at the bottom, or is it the reverse? It's it's either way. It flips sometimes. It all depends on how I shower. Sometimes they move around. Wait. You got gray hair down on your nuts and your pussy. I do. I mean, I shaved it the other day because I was having company. You didn't want him to see that, right? No, yeah, it got real bushy. I was like, girl, this going, I had shaved up and I smelled. I said, oh, and then deciduous forest was down there. Yeah, I said, oh, this has a must. A little must. It's not a little manly down there. Yeah, just like, I had to catch you. I had to catch you, bro. Yeah, just like, it was like a vanilla musk. An Elon. It was, oh, no. Oh, no. Not an Elon musk. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh God, you got me here sweating. Oh God. I was at a charity event last night, and this guy stopped me and said, "Baby, that clip of you and TS where she said, Craig, I shaved my pubic hair the other day, and you said, why? Because it was great." He said, "I laughed at that thing so much." He said, "I still laugh at it." He said, "I said that shit to everybody I know." Just last night, somebody stopped me and said that. I fell out laughing. Oh my God! And here you go talking about you shaved the other day. I got it wrong. Okay. So it's both. Well, that it is. And my dick looked so much bigger. I was like, oh. And so did he. He said, have you lost weight? I said, yes, I did. That too. Oh, yeah, that too. So, you don't need. And he stuck his finger in my pussy. certain thing about you. And Jackie at the same time. He wanted me to come. He was reaching for that little wreath. He wanted me to come. Oh, okay. Oh, God. You know, I think the lesson, though, for young folks is take your time. Don't be in a rush to do anything. Don't be in a rush to make any decisions. Because, you know, like, again, like, your life would have been completely different had you, and not even just about the career part of it. I'm just saying in terms of who you are as a person. You love having your peace. I do. And just imagine if you had been peer pressured into connected from their peace. And some maybe. And I said, okay. And then they end up marrying a woman. I mean, Caitlyn did it. I heard Caitlyn had a sex change. I don't believe there was not much there. It was a little snip, a little nip tuck. A little clip. A little clip. But I'm sure she would have got the motherfucker got that Sri Lanka pussy. I don't know. I'm at one with all areas of me. Yeah. What is it? I'm not just saying but you know, again, just to go back to that video of the little boys who want to go to nails, I think that that's different because I saw some of the comments. I think it's so when I said something about like color being braided in your hair as opposed to being dyed, I think that that's slightly different only because that can be made to look really like playful and like little girl, like a little girl wanted like a little colorful yarn, whatever braided. I think that's slightly different. I think that's very different. Actually, putting dye in a 9-year-old's hair. And I'm not saying that I would do the color in the braids. I'm not saying that I would do that. I just think that there's a time and place for everything. Like, allow these children to be children. Like, why are you in such a rush? Just because they come home and ask you for color in their hair or lip gloss. Yeah, there's a chemical process. That's exactly what my point, Amaris. It's like when you're dyeing a child's hair, like you're putting no chemicals. You're growing them up too fast. First it's dye. Then it's going to be they got a little boyfriend. Well, they don't mind that. They don't mind that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just allow, there's something sweet about graduating. Yes. There's something sweet about graduating. Yeah. Listen, I think the older I get, the more beautiful I am. I saw me, bitch. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck what none of you maggot ass bitches that be saying some shit like that. I don't give a fuck about none of you maggot ass telling me this and the other. I saw me. I saw what I saw, and I watched, I'm looking at it. Going over them old pictures, okay. Yeah. All right, girl, you got it. You got it. If you're not your big, this like, ooh, girl, you got it. I'm looking at like, girl, you got it, girl. Right. You got it. Like, you got it, girl. Now you slim down a little bit. Big girl. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now go take that down. Take that down. Take that down. Pull it back. Yeah. Come back from that table. But I'm looking at me not because somebody over there said. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. I let that pressure of people telling me of their perception of me. I let that go. Mm-hmm. After you get to a certain age and a certain comfort with yourself, when you know your name, as I like to say it, it's when you know your name. You don't give a fuck with nobody else. Well, you know, and then you go back and you critique yourself. Mm-hmm. What is that? Alisa. said I'm 34 and I'm finding my groove. That's about the time that you find it. There's a shift at 30, but you really start to find your groove at 35. Between 30 and 35, but you really start to figure out who the fuck you are at 35. That's why I would say I would never want to go into that place unless I can take all of the wisdom, all of the experience, the money. I would want to go. Yeah, I don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? It's around 35 when you really shit start to click. And big about 40, well, I bought my house. So anybody was going into 30. It was going into 30. That's what I'm saying. There's a shift. Yeah. That's why I can't date nobody. It's not in their 30s. I don't want to date no young ass boy, girl. I told you this other time. I don't want to date no young boy. What's the youngest? You heard me, bitch. What's the youngest you would date now? At 40. Now, hold on. There's a difference between how old you would date and how old you would fuck. Dating. Let's talk about dating. I wanted to be over 30. 31. Maybe 32-ish, 33, 35. You going that low? Bitch, that low. That's the high number. That's wrong. 16 years. You was wrong with this. You was wrong with this. Girl, move. Would you be the 23? You would. Maybe. 22. Hey, man. That's good for that. Well, 21 is grown, man. No, bro. Is it what 15 years ago? Okay, now. Fuck. Oh, yeah. 27. Preferably 27. So, it's close to 30. That's the youngest you're gonna fuck. Right. They're around me right now. You know, in that age bracket. I understand. Even though it's ones that over there in the 20, I'll be like, listen, baby. Bitch, I'm old enough to be your grandmother. How young are you gonna fuck? Because I don't think it's 27. Right now it is. When you knew me before it was. Oh my god. Oh, somebody said, what was I going to say about 40? So there's a shift, I believe, that happens at 30. 35 is when you really start to come. There's a shift at 35 too, when you really start to come into your own. When you turn 30, you're not running and rushing and trying to make shit happen like you did in your 20s. Like you're not impatient. You're not as impatient when you turn 30. When you get to 35, you start to get settled in yourself. You start to know who you are. You're not apologizing for your personality. By the time you turn 40, you're really kind of firm in who you are, and that's pretty much who you're going to be for the rest of your life in terms of your personality. And of course, there are exceptions because you got some grown ass 35, 40-year-old people who just as lost, ain't got no damn direction, and they still give a fuck about what people think. They still care too much. But generally speaking, the close between that 35 to 40 range, you really divorce yourself from what people think about you. As family, as friends, as co-workers, you are really kind of in your prime in terms of your personality. Yeah, because those insecurities that you may have had, you really those start to fall off. Like you know what I mean? You really just are like, this is it. And this is it. And this is it. It's it. Yeah. Welcome for making a whole TikTok. I love Tia's Master, but Tia's Master asks on this and the other. I just really wish she'd go to maybe I'm gonna sit. And this is how I get fucked. It's getting fucked like this to the end. All right. If my ass bothers you, the problem is you, Keisha. Yeah. This my ass. Mm-hmm. You ain't even got no ass. Mm-hmm. And that bothers me. Mm-hmm. But you're not under that contract. No. I'm not doing it, Fred. No, I'm doing it. I'm not doing it. When I go down there to see any Texas surgeon, it's gonna be getting a little shush, a little bit. I ain't gonna tell nobody what it is. Mm-hmm. They can tell about what I'm going to do, whatever I'm not gonna talk about. That's like John though. John, where's Sean? You know, the key is to do it gradually when you find out. Where's Sean? Right. When you go and do that extreme shit. Where's Sean? Right. John is doing it. Yes. Yes, honey, baby. Where's Sean? Right. Where's Sean Junior? Junior. Oh God. Oh my God. So you content with your ways? Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready for 50? I am. I literally had a conversation. I hosted Thanksgiving at my house, and my friends and I would be kind of talking about. We are eating rice. What we're eating. We actually had a Cajun turkey pop. Jack, my friend slash chef, she did a roast, and she did mashed potatoes. Was it roast duck? No, it was roast beef. Oh. Bitch, they fucked that roast beef up. They said that shit was good. I did the candy hit. You gotta try my baked beans. You put meat in it? Yes. I can't stand. You can. If times get hard, you don't have to put meat. I have to get off. I'll get out of here. I'll go over there and don't come back. Yes. But we have a therapy. Right. My birthday in May, and I was just like, well, I don't know what I want to do because originally I was thinking about renting a house in Greece and just inviting close friends. I'll have a chef, and all you can do is fly yourself there. In Greece. But I don't know if I want to do that because I just feel like it's such a long flight, and I think that we would need to be there for a decent amount of time, and I don't know how much time people will. They said Mykonos. So I was looking at Mykonos and Santorini, but then I did some research, and people were saying that those are the popular islands, and they're overpriced and overrated because that's the place. Those are the places that everybody knows. So they were talking about Canada. They said they're equally cheaper, places like that. So I'm just trying to decide, like, where to go, what to do. There's so many black people. I don't go back to England. There's one over the Greek, there's one over the Indian side of their cousin, what's so proud of them. I said, listen, I said to black women before, listen, if you find love outside of black, you know, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't deprive yourself of love. What does it say? It's yeah. Facts. Okay. It's this looks a little. But who knows? When I get to Africa, they might like it down there. Like, hey, y'all, we going down here. We're gonna rent a hut. There's Johannesburg, right? Like, yeah. I thought about Portugal before. I didn't think about different places, but it's just I want my close people to be able to but I am going to do a luau. Then I will do a trip. Do you think you're going to need a meeting? What do you think you'll be? You just don't get that meeting. Meeting their husband. So he's going to get a good luck. You think I need to go? You think I need to go over there to find me something? There's a black woman. That's all it's for. You think I need to go over there to find me something? There's a black woman. If you know there's a black woman, she has to say it. But yeah, so I'm just thinking. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Japan is on my list, but I'm not necessarily working. I know in terms of like the whole dating thing, somebody asked me earlier today, "Are you dating? Like, what's going on?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just in my life. I'm not fucking either." Although I'm fucking all the way. I mean, I just don't want my life to be complicated. Well, fucking don't make your life complicated. Well, they can. It depends on the rules and boundaries there. I don't know if I'm really ready for somebody to come over my house. Not nobody new. Yeah, because it's like once they come to your house, they know where you live. They do. They don't like I can just pack that bitch up and move. It ain't like it's an apartment. A gentleman came to my Halloween party. A day. What is that? I don't do that anymore. Not for the slow. They were actually low. It goes the whole house. But ain't no furniture. Well, there is furniture downstairs. It sure is. I ain't thought about that. You know? And two mortgages. Okay. You got a good job. Makes sense. I'm a loud nonsense in the past, but no more. There's no more room for it. And the first sign of it is done. And I don't mean like I don't have anything to work with. No, that nonsense. I make no more excuses for it. Not wrong with you. Bring money to them. They're feeling money. They're always in the house. And they always talking about how big my stuff is. Yes, I know. I you done seen that good. That good. You see that good. And so I feel good, baby daddy. So that baby be good. Okay. So I don't have to watch that. Bitch, try to take someone else. Yeah. Yeah, my baby did. That's the thing. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Oh my God, you've been following me since I did a book signing. But yeah, so I mean, I welcome peace, and I welcome love, and I welcome patience. But like I was saying just today, you just don't want to deal with anybody's insecurity. And we all have some insecurities to some degree. And for some reason, relationships oftentimes will shine a spotlight on those insecurities, right? And people spend a lot of time talking about wanting to be in a relationship like this, and doing the work that they should be doing on those insecurities while they're single. And even when you do the work on yourself when you're single, there's new work that appears once you get into a relationship. Because once that person shows up in your life, there's a mirror there now that's going to reflect back to the things that you didn't see in yourself when you were single. And so then that's when it's time to do a different kind of work. You got to roll those sleeves up and get ready to do the work. It's called shadow work. That's it. And there's certain work that I'm okay with dealing with. You know what I mean? Like I don't. So, this is the perfect setting. Go ahead. This is I don't know if this is a relationship. Young guy killed, stabbed himself a handful of nights ago in my cave. And the video is so boring that we're not going to show it. But this is the encounter, and it was caught on a video from the apartment across the hallway. The young man in the black is the young man who life was taken. And he was stabbed to death. And from what I've learned about this whole situation, the guy in the white beater, I should put this up. Anyway, the guy in the white beater is former military. Well, you know they get the thing. Oh, I didn't say this. Yeah, he's former military.
Move.
Oh, now I did that. Yeah. When he was in this military uniform, I didn't send you that. Good. I didn't send you that. This is the guy who was killed. He was former military. And I don't know if it was a relationship situation, but he stabbed the guy to death, and then he stabbed himself in the arm, cut himself up, and went down to Grady Hospital. For those who don't know, the trauma center here. Right? He went down there and said that he was attacked, I guess not realizing that across the hall, bitch, that camera had everything that recorded everything. You know, everybody got the fucking ring camera. Right. So somebody had posted his military picture on Facebook and said, you a hoe, your family a hoe, fuck the entire Sanders family of Greenville, Mississippi, bitch. They worrying about how a video of you unaliving someone got out instead of sending condolences to the young man's family. Your family is a piece of shit just like you've always been. Your son/brother stabbed a man in the chest, went back into the apartment and stabbed and cut himself up several times to make it that he was attacked first. He had no visible wounds, cuts, or abrasions, nor blood on him when that door opened on that ring camera.
record everything. Don't sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. I released the video. Now what? That's what it's supposed to be. But it's terrible. It's really awful. And it's really sad that guy was young. It should never get to that. And so I saw that video over the weekend. But like I said, there's a video floating around of the actual stuff. You can hear the young man's life leaving his body. I was gagging. Yes. And then Madison and I got on the phone. She said, I heard about it last night. Like, my phone was going off this weekend. And
why?
What provoked any of this? Was it a relationship that went bad? Like, nobody really knew. But it's just unfortunate. And so it just kind of reinforced me, yeah, that needs to slip in my book.
It's not right to let a motherfucker pound on you. And listen, when it's over, let it go.
Yep, let it go. Stop trying to force it.
Don't come back to me.
Come back to me. That's John. Begging you, please. Come back to me. I want you to. You don't know, come back to me. That's New Edition. Everybody loves them. How you go from Janet to New Edition?
She have the same.
Rob Tresvant and Janet. I leave for Africa tomorrow night. This time tomorrow night, I'll be in the air.
Your legs?
I hope to get hold of some of those young South African men.
Me? Go back to tomorrow. That's why they're in the wilderness. That take you out there in the wilderness with the elephants and tigers and lions.
Yes, I'm packed. That's why we didn't get here until late tonight. I packed all day today. I started yesterday or the day before, but I finished today.
You're gonna be over there for a month. You ain't gonna bust over there in the mud.
Well, I don't know about with anybody else, but I'm sure I'm gonna touch myself.
What? Craig, you touch yourself? What?
I did it today or yesterday.
Oh, I can't do that no more. It's not of God.
Please let somebody come and touch me.
Yeah, come touch me.
I mean, I would love to be touched, and I would love to do some touching, but
so you just being selective right now.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing, and this is a moment of transparency.
Mm-hmm.
I literally said, because a couple of my friends have been like, well, I mean, why you just, get your little... Things have changed. This is new for me. And I am just taking my steps carefully. Like, I don't need nobody to say, he tried to talk to me, and he was in my... Won't have me wrapped up in some scandal.
Craig, go out and grocery shop. Go to Sprout. A Whole Foods.
There's a store, both of those near me. And then do what?
Let the man put groceries in your car.
I'm just being careful. Selective.
Okay. Go to a house party or two.
Oh, right.
But usually when you go to those kind of parties, the boys already been done.
What?
They already been done know each other, Like the way the Bible says a man knows.
Yeah, they know each other in the biblical sense.
They know each other.
Okay, so they said, go and get your meat ate up. But you know what? But here's the thing. When I go out, people don't usually say anything to me. And I'm one to approach. I will approach. And it's funny because I said this on the show before, and then I went to this little spot that I
What you been doing at the block?
So it's on Wednesday nights, and they have like it's men, women, gay, straight.
Oh,
yeah. You ain't coming. I know. And like on Wednesday nights, it's a theme. So like one night they had neo soul music, so they played Angie Stone, Maxwell, and D'Angelo. Then they did a 70s, 80s night R&B. The music was off the fucking chain. Then another night never been my thing. Like group sex.
Mother God! You just got your monkey ass whooped! Son of a bitch! You messing with a tough hombre! Ah!
I mean, no judgment. If that's your business, that's your business. But that's just never been my thing. You know, see, I'm so focused and so intentional and so what's the word I'm looking for? Like I can't be focused on 3 and 4 people. Like I have to be really good at what I do for one person. You know what I mean? I can't be dividing my attention between people. Greg, I had some lube in the foodie thing. I'm talking about lube, bro. And Lucivia. I believe it. I'm really not into the threesome and stuff. Right. Yeah. I got a lot of them. It's going crazy to black folks.
Alright, boss. Lesson 2 in the Brendan Darcy School of Seafaring. Taking advantage of opportunities at sea.
Yeah.
Today's
Yeah.
opportunity
Not at this age. I done did this.
stress call we received a minute
That's
ago.
why I don't like young boys. Cause young boys ain't really they still be
Black
trying
passion.
they still be trying to experience that. I'm like, girl, I done did that. Don't talk to me ask me about nobody.
Black
Don't ask me about
passion.
nobody. I'm not laying up with them.
And sometimes young boys, they blow. They don't know what they're doing. They inexperienced. I love that.
Who is he? Hold on. Let's talk about respect for him. Who is he?
Okay.
He exotic. He exotic. I just want to make sure. Are you talking about me when you say he? Because I'm a woman. I'm a woman. And if you don't believe that, you don't need to be here. Am I the he? Let me just take that out.
Distress call, you're in the right place. If we're lucky, the supplies might still be in one piece. Do you hold your breath right? Use a repeater.
You don't understand.
You do that on your page. Now, this is my house.
Somebody said private social club.
This is my house, not over here. I don't give a fuck what you, I don't give a fuck what you have out here in your house, but over here in mine. Okay. Okay, she, hers, and hers is. Now what you say, Greg? I don't remember. What you saw? We're going to go over here. Come on.
Okay, so let's talk about femphobia, because way too many of you are still saying mask only and pretending like it's a preference, or you're keeping your voice low like you're going to be found out. I'm Brian, a gay therapist working with gay men. Here's what's real. Femphobia is not about attraction or about personality traits. It's about shame. The majority of us did grow up learning that being feminine made us targets. And that was true. It was not that long ago in this country that being overtly effeminate or overtly gay could get you fired, get you arrested, or get you labeled mentally ill by the medical establishment. So really, it's no wonder we built armor, deep voices, muscles, stoicism, just in order to survive. But now, as adults, in 2025, that same armor is keeping us disconnected from each other and from ourselves. When you reject femininity in other men, you're very often rejecting parts of yourself that were once punished. And those might also be the parts that were creative and expressive and tender and free. So if you're interested in healing, healing really starts when you stop policing what real men should look like or act like, and start letting yourself and the men around you be yourselves. So what's the next right action for you? Ask yourself, who taught you that softness made you less of a man? And are you still living by those rules? See what happens if you drop just one piece of that armor today. You might find that it feels really good, and maybe dropping a few more pieces of that armor tomorrow could feel even better. So what do you think? Does femphobia show up in your life? Let me know in the comments.
I think that is one of the hindrances with black gay men. And I can't say that it doesn't happen with white gay men. I don't know. I'm not over there. But I think that that's one of the things, this whole idea of mask for mask. All too often, I think black gay men are searching for a straight man in a gay man. They're looking for gay men to move and present like a straight man. I don't care who you are, how masculine you are or think you are. We can always see a slip somewhere. The slip is going to show. We sometimes are looking for a straight man and a gay man. I think that's part of the reason why our relationships end prematurely. Not because it's wrong to be gay, but because we're looking for a partner to move through the world with somebody who's gay. We want to be able to move through the world stealth. Especially if you come from a family that's homophobic and they're against gay this and gay that. You want a man that you can move through the world with, go out to eat with, bring around your family, and y'all just look like boys.
Well, I would look like a boy when I'm in. So that's your experience.
Right.
I would look like a boy when I'm in.
Yeah. But that's why, like I just filmed another season of Telling Our Stories, and this one is again Black, Gay, and Aging. And I said to them, it's gonna air probably about a week or so. I said to them, if you all are saying that you want to be and you're afraid of growing, what is it that you're doing? Show up. My question was, aren't you tired of starting over? Like, you get into a relationship with someone, and you're with them for a year, within the gays 2 years. And that's a stretch.
That's generous.
That's generous. Right. Like, you're not tired of starting over every 6 to 9 months? It's like a merry-go-round. It's like you see these same people out on the scene in the community, and you're spending time with them now, you're dating now for 6 months, 8 months, whatever, and then y'all break up. Then next season, they're now dating somebody else that you've seen on the scene as well. It's like this revolving door. It's like I'm playing merry-go-round. You had them last season with 6 months. I got them next. You know what I mean? And so it's like I think we get so focused and distracted on the immaterial things. And I said this to my friend circle, and I said this in the episode of Telling Our Stories. I said I think it's a defense mechanism when people sometimes search and look for, oh well, this can't work because his credit score ain't too good. Like I literally have a friend who said, "Child, what's his credit score?" I'm like, "Girl, first of all, you ain't gonna be with him long enough for his credit score to even matter. Why does his credit score matter? His credit score is only gonna matter if you're gonna be buying a house or something together. And if you can't even stay with somebody for 6 months, so what does it matter if his credit score is 800 or 3? So again, I think sometimes we look for reasons to not get into a relationship. Oh yeah, no, oh I don't know because he only works at such the. Oh, he ain't got his car ain't nice, or oh he don't like. We make all of these excuses, but I think that in and of itself is a defense mechanism. Because the truth is, you're really afraid of intimacy. You're really afraid of locking in with someone, so you dig up all of these excuses and reasons why it can't work because you have a fear of even getting started. And I think a lot of us will end up old and alone because you just wouldn't allow yourself to. Become emotionally naked, emotionally vulnerable to really partner. Well, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm saying like for people who are saying, I want a partnership, I want to be in a relationship, but you're doing all of the things to sabotage it. You get into a healthy relationship, and then you lack self-control. You go fuck some old things, or you go fuck somebody new. Are you not tired of starting over? So here's my problem: is go fuck that relationship up. How many good opportunities do you think you're gonna get?
I've been out here on the ocean wave. But honestly, the crapola I have to deal with on a daily basis. I might as well be the captain of a giant floating magnet for every protester,
And everybody has to have a
terrorist,
turn.
rival one percenter, and corrupt official in the
Listen,
state.
that's one of the.
Glad to see
I
you
want to do
walking
telling
along
our
with
stories
me
in
in
a couple
my
of years.
shoes.
And that's the next.
Seriously,
When I come back to Africa, we doing it. Because one of the things, and I already got the questions right now. I mean, I've had it over a year. But here's the problem with telling our stories. And I get your emails and get you guys saying, you need to go conversation with this. I have a list of conversations with a lot of what you guys are saying. I already have one there. The challenge is people don't want to have these kinds of conversations openly and on camera. I don't want to have a conversation that we're not going to change. Tell us your story. And to really open up dialogue into kind of like on a pathway for those coming behind us and have a clearer path. But to your point, I think that there are people who believe that the only way that a relationship can sustain or reach 3, 5, 7, 10, 15 years is if they open up the relationship. Is if it becomes open. If it becomes, we do threesomes and da-da-da. Or if there's cheating and then you repair the relationship and get back together. I am of the belief that those things don't have to happen. I believe that it requires discipline, and I believe it requires two people who really want the relationship, who are really willing to do the work. And if you get to a point that your feelings have changed, or the relationship has expired, or it's become stale, then you need to be emotionally mature enough to say, babe, listen, we had a great run. I'm no longer can commit to this relationship. We've been together for 5 years. And then at that point, you bow out and move on. But a lot of times,
what if the person is not ready? What if they're over there like, well, let's give it another try, let's work it out.
but if you know your mind and you're starting to wander, and you're starting to get those urges and desires to sleep with someone else, and you feel that you're ready to step outside of the boundaries of the relationship, like, for example, you and I are in a relationship, and we have a conversation at the beginning of the relationship that there is no fucking nobody else. I'm just saying hypothetically. You know you don't want a relationship where y'all both just fuck out.
I don't, but I also understand having being in that.
Correct. So this is my point. So for example, let's just say you and I are in a relationship, and we say, listen, there's no fucking nobody else. We set the boundary. No, that's one of the boundaries. There's no stepping out of here. If I get to the point, or you get to the point where you realize I'm ready to fuck something else, that's because the relationship is expiring. It's like a relationship contract. The relationship is expiring, or maybe it's becoming stale, and you say, listen, we had a great bond here.
So you throw 5 years away over just answer me this. You throw 5 years away over an attraction for and a one for sexual encounter with someone else?
Not me, some of them.
What would you?
No. No. But what I'm saying is, because I know me and I've known me for 49 years.
Okay.
If I get to a point that I am ready to go and fuck somebody else, I've already divested my emotions, my feelings. I literally just had that conversation the other day with two of my friends, with Jack and my friend Elliot. And I was saying to them, I've never been one to just, at 27, I cheated one time. But I'm not a cheater. I cheated in that moment because I was young. I lacked emotional intelligence enough to say, hey, listen, this is happening. Let's have a conversation. I didn't do that. I acted out. That was the one time.
So do you think that relationships should be thrown away after one time of infidelity?
Okay, let's come to that next. But wait a minute. So I said to my friend, when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I don't see nobody else.
So that's right.
Right. But what I'm telling you is, if I get to a point where I'm starting to see other people, it's time for me to see other people.
Well, you do that. You do know that.
But I'm not going to just cheat. I'm going to say, listen, you might need to step back. I see something's going on. Like, my mind is going somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think they should do. But what would you say?
You do know that every relationship, one loves the other one more than the other.
I believe so. Always.
In the relationship, one of the person loves their partner more. It's never an equal.
I don't think it's ever balanced. But the thing I agree with that. But I also agree that it's hard to quantify. Like, if we're in a relationship and I love you more than you love me, I don't know if you can actually quantify it and be able to prove that I love you more. You know what I'm saying? I do think that happens. But how do you connect and say, oh, yeah, sometimes it's really obvious. But I'm talking about in those instances where it's not very obvious. You know what I'm saying? But going back to your question, do you leave after somebody?
Infidelity once, or even twice.
And see, you're developing the pattern. See, the first time you're taking a gamble because you have to risk another broken heart because you don't know if they're going to cheat again. You're taking a chance with your heart. You don't know if they're going to cheat again. I could try to move past it. And maybe sincerely, you are apologetic. Because again, when I cheated at 27, this is why I've never cheated again. Because I saw how I hurt him. I saw it. And I never want to hurt somebody like that. And I don't think he ever forgave me. To this day, I don't think he ever forgave me.
Does he watch the show?
I don't know.
Have you forgiven my daughter?
My new website covers all three of my careers. That is great. That shit ain't real.
Sometimes you need to go on the offensive to stay ahead of the next wave. With that in mind, head to the frigid warehouse in Cypress Flats. You'd never guess who's using it to store some volatile, temperature-sensitive product. Those money launderers who had the nerve to kidnap me. I figure, since we're making enemies in that direction already, we might as well make a few bucks, right? Step 1, take out their aircon, shut them down. Step 2, take whatever they've already loaded up for transport and get it to the buyer on their behalf. Step 3, back to the yacht for a frosty one of our own. Sound like a plan? Let's do it. I hope I'm showing you something, boss. Kids don't dream of owning yachts, do they? They dream of captaining them. A captain's work is never
But I recently called him because his mom passed.
No,
Yeah, that was the same person. And so I don't know if you take the let me say this. When someone cheats that first time,
somebody said man is a leaper that cheat. No, that's not true. Straight to Taurus. I'm a Taurus rising. I'm very loyal. But if I know what I'm dealing with,
right? See, with me, if I know what I'm doing, I'm doing. Like I'm not gonna do the six attack. I'm gonna, I'm petty. So what I'm saying is, if a person cheats that one time, you take the risk. If you take the risk to try to work through it and move past it, maybe it could just be it end up being a benchmark for your relationship. It could be a benchmark for your relationship. It could really set and lay a new foundation for your relationship. It could make your relationship stronger because that person could sincerely recognize that they hurt you, and they could recognize what they had. What you about to say?
you didn't tear me up. What's not wrong? I am the most loyal partner you can ever have.
Libras are definitely lying.
Well, I'm not lying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just not gonna tell you everything that happened. That's not a lie. I just feel that I need to tell you that.
Well, it's withholding the truth.
No, it's me not trying to hurt your feelings.
I don't need you to spare my. See, that's the other thing. I don't need you to try to manage my feelings. You need to tell me the truth. Let me manage my motherfucking feelings. Because see, now I think you're a liar, and you definitely got to go. But see, I think that's the thing about relationship, and I say this in telling our stories when you watch. People, what's the one thing that people?
Today, please, today! Fuck that shit! What the shit? Fuck what? Holy crap! Shit! Holy macaroni! What the hell? No way! Fucking God! Oh, wow. Oh, no. Ay, Dios. This is terrible. I swear, this state must be cursed.
Don't die on me! Think I'm gonna be sick.
Will always say a relationship must have. In order for a relationship to work. Loyalty. Communication. Oh. I just want to sit here for a second.
What? What?
People will always say, you got to have communication. And I believe that to be true. But there's a deeper dive. Communication is just
Okay, lesson 3 in Captain Darcy's Deepwater Diploma. Cultivating your associates. Go to the airport. I'll tell you all about it. See, today we're doing a solid for the high and mighty of the Pacific Country Club. Apparently an entirely legitimate business deal has turned more than a little acrimonious. And before you know it, the tennis coach is getting tipped off that their whole parking lot is about to go up in smoke. I promised we'd be there sooner than the fire department, and we'd bring our A game. The Coast Guard have those aerial firefighting planes down at the airport. It's time to get airborne and put out some flames. Once the country clubs go, the yachts are next. Believe me. Mm.
It was-
Now they left their tanks full. Stop off for a refill before you get to the club.
Basic. Hey, how was your day today?
it was great.
What you want for dinner?
I like the steak.
You want to go to the movies this weekend?
Yes, of course. You know I love the movie.
You need money to get your hair done?
No, I got mine already.
That's communication. I think what's missing,
Because
though,
now you're trying to control the customer.
but you ain't never gave me no money, but you ain't get my hair controlled. So, bitch, why are you trying to control me now? No, I'm okay. All right. Okay. So that's communication. I think we're good at the surface level communication. The challenge is
After some of the other members' cars across town. I'm pinging you the GPS. Do you think you can get there in time? Just land in the water and the plane will do the rest. You're finished down there? Well, don't fly home just yet. We're after some of the other members' cars across town. I'm pinging you the GPS. Do you think you can get there in time? Did you get them all? Good work. Now, an important nuance to today's lesson. Never let a favour leave you out of pocket. How about we treat the plane as a long-term loan? Should be able to get a fair price for it. Just bring it back to the yacht. You know, as weeks go, this was an easy one. Last Tuesday we got boxed in by a fleet of climate activists on sailing skiffs. Wasn't pretty, and I'm not just talking about armpit hair. Ah, good to see you. Just drop down on the water anywhere nearby. And boss, I've got to say, we're running a tight ship these days. You're a natural.
Is the sharing. We don't share. What I mean by sharing is my mother has passed away. The temperature of that relationship is going to change because my mother has passed away.
Correct.
I may pull back from the relationship slightly. I may be in a slight depression. Whatever. And it may not be rooted in you losing your parent. You could have just lost your job. Your finances are now funny. The temperature changes in the relationship when there's a shift. And what happens is we don't share that the temperature has changed. That I'm now going through something. Babe, I'm going through something. I don't know. And what happens is we continue to move in the relationship and not express to the other person, I'm going through something because I've lost my job or because my mother has passed or da-da-da-da. We don't have those conversations. And we try to continue to have the relationship. The relationship deteriorates, eventually falls apart, and you never really got to the root of why the relationship fell apart. All you know is it just got off track and it stopped working. But the truth is, the temperature of the relationship changed when one or both of you discuss how and why and when the temperature changed. Then what happens is you break up, especially in the gay community. Then you break up, 6, 9, 12 months pass, you run into each other somewhere at the gym, at a park, a party, wherever. And now all of a sudden you've healed a little bit. And you say, man, like, I was going through something at the time. Like, I lost my mom and I was in a depression and realized that after you and I broke up, I went to therapy, I got to the root of it, you know. But it's like, we should have had that conversation when we were together. You wait till the relationship is over. So that's what I'm saying. There's a difference in communication and sharing. Sharing is a part of communication, and I don't think we share because sharing requires us to be vulnerable. And nobody wants to be vulnerable because then that's a weapon that you can use against them. Oh, that motherfucker lost his job, bitch, he ain't had no goddamn money. But if that's your partner, I think as your partner, here's the thing, I am a great partner. But I'm a better business partner. Because I'm not going to let the business fail. Me and mine. The relationship, hey, all this, and you may cheat on me, you may go, oh, yeah, but I'm a better. I tell people this all the time. We should go into relationships like this. It'll last long. Because I'm more emotionally tied to my business than the man. Because I love my lifestyle. Yeah. I'm not fucking that up. Yeah. You know, when out there fucking and stuff on other people, you gonna hurt me. You gonna give me stuff. I'm not trying about that. I'm going to work. I'm going to fucking stuff on some more business too. But see, nobody wants to be the next story. We've all heard the story. Child, did you hear about what happened? Child, he moved in there, and child, and he moved in, and when he was out of town for work. Right. Girl, that thing, she's okay. It's okay. I fucked this up. But see, that's why nobody wants to really open up and be vulnerable. Nobody wants to be the next story. We've all heard the story. I don't give a fuck what kind of story you tell about me, bitch. When you telling that motherfucking story about me, just tell them that when you left him, bitch, your world crumbled. There's nothing that makes you never sleep, makes you never slumber, makes you reach and never grasp, makes you never sleep, makes you never slumber, makes you reach and never grasp, makes you never sleep, makes you never slumber, makes you reach and never grasp. Bitch, just know that I'm gonna hit you with that and I'm gone. I promise you I'm gonna hit you with that. And I'm out of there.
Yes, I may drop. It might be a tear may come down from me, and if the tear added to it, if it's definitely, your ass is definitely hurt up. But you know, I tell all men I deal with, all of them. I am a better business partner because you're gonna fuck over me in a relationship. You ain't gonna fuck over no money, and if you do, you already a fool to fuck over your relationship. Right. But fucking over me on some bread, you the dummy, bitch. Yeah. Cause bitch, it be counting time we be feeling back and forth, bitch. You know, bitch, I'm walking out here, ho. I ain't never coming back to this motherfucker. But we always get to the. But girl, I roll up and say, well, you know that. We got to come tell me. Ain't no more bad talk, bitch. We done. Okay. That's it. Girl, I see that. Bitch, we got a tour date. I know that's right. I'm in there, girl. I'm in there. We mad. We mad. I don't give a fuck. I know that's right. Yeah. But I think what's missing from relationships is integrity. I think there's a lack of integrity. And I said this before on the show, like I think that we forget, going back to what you said at the top of the show, fact, we forget that we're only here on this planet for a very short period of time. Yeah, and how you handle other spirits while you're here, it matters. And it's gonna matter when you get on that other side. You know, and I think that we get to treat our partners in our relationships like other spirits. That's it. You know, we don't give a fuck how they. And my thing is, white people, when they do the color, and the color, when they do the ethnic, oh my God. Yeah. But I think that we forget that we're spirits, and it's just that we just handle people, especially in the context of relationships. When I think about relationships, how some of the cruddiest shit to a person, you didn't think about how that could have impacted a person's mental health. Like, what if a person just snapped and just lost their mind because you fucked them over just that well, that good? Did you fuck them good? No, fuck them over. Oh, so this bitch is losing mind out here, fuck her. Yeah. So, you know, I just can't understand how people do some dog ass shit with people like you in a relationship with you happy. Yeah, girl. Doing shit on the side. And you think that karma ain't coming back to you? Thank you, Marvelous Touch. Thank you, baby, for the cash out. Wait a minute, I have to think. Girl, I got this iPhone 17, Greg. And I don't really understand how to use it the best. You know, I'm an older woman. Thank you, Marvelous Touch, for the cash app and TJ Benson. Maybe I can see it on his phone. I'm thirsty. We don't have nothing else in it. Yeah, thank you, Marvelous Touch. Yes, thank you. No, we ain't got nothing. You see something, right? I see nothing more. Oh. Ain't no water now. Go up there and get you a cup of water. Man, can we run the commercials, please? Please. St. Louis, we're coming January 29th. Did she make the video? It's coming. And she's going to do the other stuff. January 29th, City Winery, St. Louis. I think those tickets are already on sale. Yeah. Yeah, you on sale. You need a water? Great City, I'll go get you water. You want water? Yeah, because I'm getting something else. You got some cold water up there? I want a cold. You want a cold water? Yeah, cold pop. No, not really pop. I want water. Coca-Cola, please. Coca-Cola, please. Well, run the commercial, please. Wait, you might be asleep. What are you doing? Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and I'm inviting you to join my Patreon. Don't know what a Patreon is? It's my official video diary with only exclusive content that you won't see anyplace else. It's easy to join. Just visit patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. Here's what you'll find on my Patreon. A day in my life, whether that's dinner with friends or a typical workday.
live Q&As with members of my Patreon about each episode of the T.S. Madison Experience of what I was really thinking. I'll even bring you on vacation with me. The video will make you think that you were right there. And last but not least, for all of my aspiring writers, I give you first-hand, one-on-one, personalized attention, answering all of your questions about publishing and self-publishing. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Swipe up or visit www.patreon.com/Craig the Writer Studio. See you soon. You need the right call right now. Please say it in a call. On the go, easy day, with just a few taps.
Oh my God, no! Anything I can do for you, boss? I'll be here. Hey. Got pretty much everything in here. Hey, you know your business partner, Franklin? He knows the shit up here. Hell of a shot, too. Hello, Mrs. Carlson? I'm calling you back about the listing off of Del Perro Boulevard. She's a real beaut. Oh, this move will save you some hours. Oh, shit!
Your phone. You can pick any card category, personalize it, animate it, and I think a lot of times people will stay in a relationship after someone has cheated because they think or believe that it's going to be harder to leave than it is to stay. I will say that I think sometimes when a person cheats one time, it could be a foundation. It could be. It could. It could. It could lay. it could be a benchmark in the relationship. It could make the relationship stronger. But then it could also teach the person that, oh, she ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. I can do this again. He'll be upset for about 3 months or 2 months, and then I can work my way back in there. So it just depends on the person, I guess. But I definitely think that if a person cheats or steps outside of the boundaries of the relationship, they need to earn their way back in. I don't think that it needs to be a thing where you just fall back in line. There probably needs to be a separation of sorts, especially if you live together. There needs to be a separation and a rebuilding. I don't think you can try to continue on as if nothing ever happened. Thank you.
Girl, there you go, girl. I appreciate you. That's my last turtle.
Thank you.
Next time you come here, you need to bring a bottle of water with you, girl. I mean, you need to bring a whole case of water, eternal water. Oh my God, I was so thirsty. I was too, girl. Sitting there drinking that.
But you, oh, wait a minute, all the way down your city.
Hey, boss.
I don't know if a person who cheated changes their behavior if that's who they are.
Hey, honey, how's it
Yeah.
going? How did
Oh,
the
so
road
it's still
less
down.
traveled get so crowded? My whole life feels like a rerun, like it's all been done before.
God, I was thirsty.
Come early and
I'll never understand people who say they don't drink water, they don't like water. Bitch, I love water.
What do you think my eternal water is?
You can finish that by the time I even get to my house.
Right.
That don't give you a freezer.
I'm heading up Chumash, hitting WH, and guess what?
That's such some serious break I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And don't you get no ideas, you boy, that bitch. I'm not gay. I don't like women. I'm not gay.
They said Saratoga water is awful. Is that flat or carbonated? Sparkling.
How are you? Whatever.
I
don't
never
worry
understood sparkling water.
I love it.
How does that? That doesn't even quench your thirst. You never drink soda. Like when you're thirsty,
Wait, that went down. I can feel it in my chest.
I know. Girl, look, you almost done with that,
I can feel it. It was in my chest.
and I'm just opening mine up. They say, girlfriend, we had a great time in Chicago.
Bro, I love Chicago.
I love Chicago. They already come on. When y'all come back? Girl,
I love Chicago, bro. Love Chicago. Love Chicago. We should ask you tonight.
we should have.
These places that we have really good times in the city, we should just do tonight.
Yeah.
Because we did just do tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, because we be having such a good time. And we love the people come out. Like next year, it's a whole lot of everything. I ain't leaving nothing.
Long ago.
So, yeah, girl. We're not going to tell you when. We're not going to tell you well. But November 18th through the 23rd, pack your bag. November 18th through the 23rd, 2026, pack your bag. I know what happened with y'all in Antigua. Y'all didn't want to get the double room. Y'all didn't want to do this stuff. It was like, girl, y'all going to get the double room. Please get the double room. Please get the double. Please get the. Y'all was like, girl, y'all wait for singles. You know that there's 300 people on the waiting list for a single room in Antigua.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, they said Maddie Craig already told you. Girl, you talking what?
I already told what?
You done already told the children. No, we're not coming up. No, it's not canceled. No. Antigua is not canceled at all. We going to Antigua, man. I'm Craig told y'all Costa Rica.
I know a lot of other that.
We'll make you see. So we're doing Costa Rica in November. So for you guys, so who's ever on the waiting list, you will be the first ones to get the ticket to get the tickets to book Costa Rica in November. It's November 18th through November 18th to the 23rd.
All right, later.
Yeah. So that's it. Oh, we go. We're going there, Tinker Baby.
Who's ducking? Ducking. We're going there.
It's just the fact that y'all would not get no freaking single room.
I don't know why y'all don't find some friends to get a roommate.
And so because y'all, oh, I'm sorry, man. This
What the hell am I?
is 40 minutes to the main. That actually just been. I eat the rest. You know
No,
what
I'm not eating.
Oh.
Maddie. Maddie.
Hey.
I'm working on Darwin. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh, did y'all see that? I don't even know if they saw that. Oh my God.
Oh.
I'm looking at Vegas too.
Oh.
But they got a house of blues up there. Foundation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I told you Costa Rica is going to be the 18th through the 23rd, November. November 18th through the 23rd. We're doing it right before Thanksgiving. I don't know. Listen, I may stay till Thanksgiving. I may stay to Thanksgiving, child, honey. I want to do something different. Bitch, I'm tired of eating turkey and shit like that. Bitch, let me eat a cantaloupe.
This is that grilled mango.
Yeah, that grilled mango, please. And that Baja shrimp, bitch.
Right.
You know?
It is nice to do something different.
Yeah. So,
Accountability court, man. I know some of you out there that
Okay,
Black
boss,
Friday.
legit. We had a client needing a wash. Told them the owner would collect and drop off their car
Oh, yeah.
personally and in spotless condition.
When I tell you,
I just love hearing him smile, you know?
I know some of you were out there at the stores Black Friday shopping. Y'all lined up out there at that goddamn Target.
I did. But I just saw it was a lot of white people.
Some Negroes out there
Once you
too.
arrive, look for a lot of folks. The owner should have dropped the car keys in there for you.
But they were showing that they raised those prices on all the things. I got it. They raised those prices.
That's your main. We 10 more up, bro.
No, you are.
But I don't want to see no bubbles, nigga. I don't want to see no motherfucking bubbles.
I just listened.
I thought it was. I was trying to delete all the random videos and
No, let me stop. You just don't go in it. You start from the bottom, ho. Start from the goddamn bottom. Damn. Thank you, Small. I can't give you with so fast.
But yeah, they raised the prices on all those things and then dropped them down to the regular price anyway, and they made y'all think that y'all were getting a deal.
Like Walmart do.
But they showed that Walmart was empty. I saw a few people going into Walmart and they saw that the stores were empty. Where's that picture back now?
So, T.S., I don't like to see this. Nobody talking about you. But ain't that? Listen, I told you, baby, I don't speak to the ground. I don't argue with the ground. I don't argue with the ground or the impoverished because then it makes me look broke. It makes me look broken and impoverished. Argue with the ground. Sorry. I don't do that. I don't argue with nothing that's not reputable. When I address something, I address things that are reputable. Reputable places. Like the Breakfast Club is a reputable thing. Other named people are reputable places. They have reputable things. They have money. Money just in case that if we need to go into if I need to sue. I'm not arguing and fussing with no bitch just motherfucking digging and prowling and doing all that type of stuff, honey, and feeding the children narratives. I don't give a fuck what the people say about me. I could give a fuck less, bitch. I'm Beyonce. I'm Beyonce, bitch. Sorry. I don't look at the ground, bitch, when I'm walking. I'm looking up. You put it in there, Mo? Sorry. It ain't in there.
You want to talk about this one?
Go ahead.
What you think?
Then why that girl can't talk Spanish? Because she don't understand why she can't motherfucking talk Spanish. Why that motherfucking lady can't talk Spanish? She's not dealing with your motherfucking goddamn banking and shit like that when you need to have an English speaking. If you only speak fucking English, bitch.
Or we're going into a business for service and speaking another like
That lady is talking Spanish. They talking Spanish. That's what the fuck.
that. This is the whole video because I know some people already saw it. We just get a chance to talk about it until now, but I just think that those parents need to be up at that school.
Maybe I was talking. Maybe I was so that motherfucking Spanish so terribly.
Me too.
I didn't want pendeja.
Right. I told you, no. Not to speak in Spanish.
Bitch, why? Who is you?
I understand Spanish. And I understand.
Well, understand this pendeja. Make sure chop in.
That was great.
Motherfucking puta. See that? Bitch. Like, really?
You know the deal. Make it quick.
Them children are dealing with your money.
Exactly.
They're not on the phone. Customer service, bitch.
It'll be one thing if she said you all were talking less
Aye.
that, but like your main issue was that they were speaking in Spanish. I don't understand why the teacher is right. Somebody said the teacher is right.
Explain to us why the teacher would be right.
I don't understand.
Explain to us why the teacher would be right, please. Oh no, we're not doing silent tonight.
We surely are not.
We're about to wrap it up very shortly.
Haircut.
Can I understand why was the teacher right?
Somebody said the person who said that was wrong. I think the teacher is wrong too. Again, if it was the thing where the girls were talking during the lesson and she's like, listen, you can't talk English or Spanish during our lesson. That's one thing. But tell them that they can't speak Spanish.
Like, what the fuck? That's like them telling us we can't speak home. And we gonna speak home, man. Crazy. Fucking training.
Oh, no, baggy.
Baggy.
Okay.
Girl. The fuck? Well, run the clip since you done got it back in there. Since you done getting up in run the clip.
Don't do that. Don't do
Well, they need to know why. Run the clip, oh.
You wanted us to check for BD.
For me. And for me, we ain't all in like, whoa. Your ass down there to that welfare, you the dummy, man. Pin mob, calling on pin mob. Honey, the bags are going international.
It was her tone, too. Like, the way she was saying it, it was just like, why you got so much?
Girl, because it's America. It's America, girl. And you know, Trump done came here. He done made the official language of the United States English.
Oh, he sure did. He sure did.
I mean, you know, him down ain't gonna do nothing.
I just don't want can he just, when I come back from Africa, I want him gone. I need somebody over there, a little witch doctor or something.
What are you gonna do? Heal your heal? Heal Lady living up there? What about that lady that's down there so much pregnant?
Oh, yes.
Girl, let's talk about that. My God.
In the meantime, feel like our Thanksgiving Eve. So I'm in Aubrey, and she's the one with the green hoodie that's behind me. She pushes my bag, and you see the green purse falls to the floor behind the showcase. The only reason I set it down there is because I was only in the store for about 4.5 hours doing a book order. There goes my purse falling behind the showcase. I had a mom initially. She didn't lose my purse. She see me, count how much cash I had. That's how I could have intentionally in the mind. And you'll see her ticket up under it. There it goes. I asked her for a box because I had a lot of bonus that I was getting. And she picks it again, make sure it's secured. But
Our Thanksgiving, that's what I should come up with. Okay? You can go to where you can come out of this house. I can just break the report. Listen what I'm telling you. It can come to where I can write my report and you can come out of them cups and bring that back.
that's what he was
The
going
bid
on.
showing the public for it. This is the bottom. This is the first. Watch you go like this. You got it the first time, it doesn't pull, you go ahead and do it again. On the second one, it's going to pull. I said, boom, that's when you make your way around the corner.
No, I won't be.
Why not just fess up at this point? They got you on camera, man. Yeah, she got a nice perm. She about to catch a nice case, too. Yeah, but she got a nice perm, though. Like, and she worked there at the store. She's an employee at the store. That's the hair store? I think it was a hair store. Obviously, the goddamn lady ain't paying, the people ain't paying us, they paying enough money. But see, this is why I tell y'all, ladies, listen to me, ladies. When y'all go in the hair store, and whether it's a Kim, whether it's a Negra, a Negress, don't you ever lay your pocketbook down. Just keep your pocketbook under your shoulder. And bitch, don't you give them no credit card, no debit card. They got this. Bitch, you got to give them a card that ain't got no numbers on it. If you girls got good credit, get you a Goldman Sachs card, bitch, from Apple. Get you a Goldman Sachs card. A Goldman Sachs card. It ain't got no numbers on that bitch. None. Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs. Bitch, that ain't got no numbers on the car. But my thing is, they have you on camera. They do, Craig, but here's if they showed you a camera of you stealing or trying to steal, you gonna sit there and say they have before. And you sat there and did that? Bitch, what I did. You sat there, that's what you said? Craig, I was 17. She's not 17. Leaving at 17, that was crazy. Then it showed you the video and you sitting there talking about. I mean, they showed me the video of me walking in the store and walking back out. I didn't see me taking it. I didn't see me taking it. Did they see you take something on camera? Is it visible on camera? I didn't see that far because I was. I'm not finna sit. Y'all not finna gather me. It's on camera. Craig, I was 17. I was 17 years old, Craig. It's on camera. I mean, like, you can't talk your way out of that. Like, I mean, it's on camera. Why not just fess up? And then here's the thing. She must be down real bad. But that's what I said. I mean, she pregnant. She pregnant. Obviously, the store ain't. The people ain't paying her enough at the store. She probably tearing up their cash register. Because if somebody coming in that house store, girl, you know. That's just like the video I did. They say, Maddie, they had you on camera stealing $4 Puerto Rican bundles. I think we talked about this on the last show. Where the girl cash app herself. She worked at the phone store, the cell phone store. Lady came there to have a phone checked or whatever. And the girl cashed out herself $400 from the lady's phone.
Good desperate time.
The lady came back with the police. And she's like, what? I didn't
Okay.
Desperate time.
like that. So,
Girl, this is your cash out.
Bridge, and I'll come back with a BOA.
that white lady, she didn't send no cash out to no Keisha. She called them. And then the mama told her, right? And she was calling them. They trying to say that I cashed out this lady $400. I mean, cashed out myself $400 for this lady. And the mama said, well, is it your cash out, man? And then she was the money in your cash. No, you did.
Man, Miss Mary would have told you like that.
Yeah, we never do this shit with you.
Miss Mary would have killed me.
Right.
And when I had got caught, and this was years ago, Greg, it was like, I think that at
17 was old enough to go ahead and own up to it when you see yourself on camera stealing. What were you stealing?
girl, it was, at the time, I was going to school, it was very much.
I don't need the preamble.
Very, very designer girl, very thoughtful.
This be weird.
Yeah, I was 17, girl. I was still,
Start thinking some nasty thoughts and do whatever you
jacket, I was what that girl, I was a flounder with which wing.
Need the bush.
No, that was dead Greg.
Well, you still was stealing.
Well, girl, listen, I was a baggy.
Are you trying to say on baggy steal?
Yes.
Well, I stole.
Okay.
I never got caught.
Alright. Well, God, so you were caught. You were caught. And you were caught, bitch.
I used to be counterfeit money too.
Now, I ain't never got that far.
Girl, I used to tear Banana Republic.
Yeah, Greg, I ain't never got that far.
Counterfeit money.
All of that.
I had a friend who went to college at a different school, and he would come home on the weekends, bitch, and you bought $100. If you gave him $100 bills, he would give you $200 in counterfeit money. Bitch, I would go straight to the mall. But see, the thing is, the key was the money was like, the green was a little off the color, a little lighter. But bitch, the key was, they were, you take the bills and you crunch them up and get that little look on the bitch and look like real money, bitch. We would take that shit to the mall. We couldn't take it to the gas station, though. You know, the gas station, they would run those $20 bills across the whole thing. Right.
Yeah.
And so you couldn't do that. But bitch, that counterfeit money,
I never did that.
I think it's a tear Banana Republic.
Girl, listen, you a deep thing. I never did that, bitch.
I wrote checks, but I would write my own checks. I never used anybody else's. I would write my own checks. And then in college, where the college
They
kids?
say Baltimore. They say that's Baltimore.
Where the college kids at? The college kids, that's when you get your first credit card when you're in college. A lot of times.
Girl, I got my first American Express.
How old were you?
18.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. When you're in that college age, that's when you first get your credit card. And when you were on those college campuses, they lined up. They be having tables and shit like out there, like when it's freshman day or whatever. Like bitch, them tables, them tents be on. And so you go out there, and when I tell you, child, this was years ago. The statute of limitation is over. When I tell has passed. When I tell you, I would get those credit cards, and because I lived in a dormitory, I would order the credit cards. The credit card would come to my dormitory, to the mailbox. I would go somewhere on campus, like one of the office buildings on campus, and I would activate the card from the phone. This was really before cell phone. I mean, I had a cell phone, but it wasn't like that. And so I went and activated the credit card from one of the businesses on the campus. Bitch, I would go put gas in my car. I would go shopping. I'd go out to eat. Like, I would do all kinds of shit. And I wouldn't call them and say nothing. And then when that bill would come, when that bill came that next month, I'd call them, hey, I just received a bill in the mail. Like, I don't know what this is. I applied for your credit card, but I never got it. I just thought, I was declined or something. I said, but I got this bill in the mail, and it was so poor about me taking care of it. Yeah, I'm like, I never got it. I never received that. I'm like, I'm on a college campus. Anybody could have got that credit card. Oh.
Yeah.
And I would really do it around the Christmas holiday season.
I never did
And then if I already had credit cards, I'm gonna burn them up too. Oh, I lost my credit card.
I never did that. Now, when I was,
See, I wasn't going to steal.
I would gather those clothes up. But bitch, I was young. Like, it was my bitch cousins for that. And bitch, they would rotate me with them. Like, bro, I'm coming in. It's like, you want some outfits? I'm like, bitch, yes. You want some outfits, bitch?
And give me the bathroom and the dressing room with the clothes underneath.
Yes, like, them hoes taught me how to do that. It was the cut.
Did you ever get stopped?
Bitch, I got gathered. One. And that was it for me.
Yeah.
Girl, I was loaded.
I went to jail.
No.
What happened? They took you, lost the bitch and took you in the bag.
They took me in the bag, you know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to get me. Okay, I told this, it was Burdine. Remember Burdine?
I don't remember them, but I remember I've heard you talk about it.
It was Burdine. So, girl, I was at the Burdine in motherfucking, and I had my little baby brother with me, Pookie, in the stroller.
Girl, that's a fool. You put stuff in your stroller too?
Yes. And girl, I went to the baby store, girl, whatever, and then I came back to get it because we were returning to get money or store credit.
Right.
So, because we break back in there with a tag. Girl, when I tell you, bitch, a lady had a heart attack in the store.
While you were trying to
girl, when I was gathering them for and fell out. Bitch, when that lady fell out, everybody around that girl, we gathered the rag. We got all the rags. We got the rag and folded all the clothes. They put it in the lady.
Now, hold on, Dean. Somebody said, Craig, thanks for the information. I'm going to do it because I'm broke. Times are different now. You can't necessarily do credit cards like that now because, you know, now most of these stores have cameras in it. Y'all, they better pull their camera and see you.
Girl, listen, y'all better work. Don't you steal shit.
Right. I'm just saying, once upon a time, they were doing it bread.
Bitch, don't you do that.
You can't do it now. Like, you can't.
If you can't steal, stop fucking them niggas for free.
I wrote my own checks one time to a bank account that I had closed, and I still had the check. This is another thing you can't do now. When you write it down, you write checks still, but you write a check and you go into a store and they run it through that telecheck thing, they can tell if there's money in the bank. But back in the day, when you wrote them a check, bitch, they would just put a stamp on it and put it in the dresser in the drawer. Yeah. There was no way to tell if you had money in there. Bitch, I took that motherfucking checkbook that I had from that closed account. I tore the stores apart.
Listen, bitch, all it took was go back and mind you, I should have put that correct. Next step, right? I didn't know anything. Young, bitch, I didn't know anything about that shit.
Right.
Bitch, I went back to the burner. They were waiting. No, they didn't know the camera in the back. They had watched it.
And you went back, what, the same day or different day?
Yes, I went back.
The same day?
Yeah. Girl, I went back to return the stuff. Like, girl, I can't.
Oh, girl, that was just dumb.
Craig, I was dumb.
Girl, you know you're supposed to take it to another store. Yeah, you're supposed to go across town and return it.
Girl, that wasn't my ministry.
But you know what else I used to... Well, let me finish telling you the story about the checks. The bank called me. Mr. Stewart, can we get you to come in? We noticed some check activity coming through, and I thought I was slick. I'm right-handed. But when I went to the store to shop, I signed the checks with my left hand. And so when I went in, there was a black lady. She's like, so this is not your signature? I said, absolutely not. She said, that lady knew I wrote that shit. She said, I believe you did. I said, you can believe anything you want. I said, but that's not mine. And I said, well, what made you go back to the bank? You talking about some dog? I don't know, but I went. Because it was dog. Right. But she said to me, yes, I was thought of it. But she said to me, I said, well, first of all, I threw those checks away. And I said, that account has been closed for months, probably almost a year. And she said, yeah, but when you write a check, it reopens the account. I said, well, who told y'all to reopen the account? Well, I say I signed the affidavit saying that I didn't write it or whatever. And they had to just, you know, they cleared it. Nothing happened. I left. But The other thing is,
That was the great.
That was great.
I'm telling you, that was great, bitch.
Because they could have had the cops right there.
I'm telling you, that was great because the police had handcuffed me, bitch. And I had to get my daughter to get my brother. And I told my mama years later. Years later, I told her. Because the police station was across the street from the mall. Girl, they let me because I had no pride. I had never no pride. Nothing. I didn't do that. Like I didn't have to do that. I was doing it because my cousins turned me on to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they was boosting, you know. But after that, I was like, I ain't gonna do that.
But wait, it was something I was just going to go to, and I said, let me check. It was something else I did. But yeah, I wrote the damn checks, and they had to go ahead and just clear the account. That was it. That was my lesson.
Yeah. All I needed was that one good that one time. I don't play that.
I have nothing to tell you. The kids here, and see, a lot of this stuff has changed now. A lot of we ruined it for these young kids now. Because I used to games. That's all they did was stuff.
Yeah.
They called it stuff. That's all they did was stuff. And what they would do is Bed Bath and Beyond had a very
Girl, they was doing Bed Bath and Beyond.
They had a very relaxed return policy. They would do Old Navy, Bed Bath and Beyond, those stores like that to be in the plaza. But what you would do is they had fake IDs and they had a fake check. They would have fake checks made. These are kids here in Atlanta, bitch. And when I tell you what they would do is they had a farm. What they would do is they would have a fake check and they go to a Bed Bath and Beyond. And they knew how much cash they could get back from it. So let's say they go to $1 here and they write a check up to the amount that they'll do a return for. So let's just say at the time they may not give you back more than $600 from the store. So they would write a check up to like $500 some dollars. Then they leave the Buckhead Bed Bath and Beyond bitch and they go to the perimeter one and return it off. They would buy like blankets, quilts, all that kind of shit that they sell. Then they would take it to the other store and they'd bring a check, a fake check. And they would go and get cash back. But see, the check hasn't made it to the bank, so Bed Bath and Beyond that is a bad check.
But this why
they changed the policy.
Get these stores. This is why them stores out of business right now.
And that's why those stores changed the policy. So like if you go and write a check and you go to return something before that check gets to them and they are able to verify that the money is there, you gotta get a store credit. You getting a store credit, bitch. You're not getting no money.
Bitch, all I needed was that one time, and then after that, I was like, fuck that.
Yeah. But them kids, and so what happened was those kids would return that they got so bad here, they would go to the surrounding states, they would go to Alabama. Bitch, yes. These kids were notorious. And what they would do is they would spend the whole day, they would get up in the morning like they going to a job. They would go to all these different stores like that, write the check, and then go across town to another store and return it. Banana Republic, that's the store. And then when they would do it, they would rack up all this money. So you get $500 from this store, or this one, da-da-da. Then they go buy a money order with the cash, and they go pay their rent. They go pay their rent.
Listen.
But you know those little peel-on sticks, those of you who used to go to, I never did that. No, I never did that. You remember like in Banana Republic, or even some stores, you know how they have those price machines where they stamp the price on it? Well, Banana Republic used to do that when they put stuff on sale. They used to go around the store and they would put the little sticker on the tag. Well, I will go to this particular mall in Baltimore, or outside of Baltimore, Owens Mills, and I would go to the Banana Republic. And I would buy all of the stuff off the sale rack. I would just buy, like if I had $100 to spend, I would go in there and buy like things that were $7.99, $10.99. I would spend my little $100. But I would grab the things where the sticker was kind of lifted up off the tag. And these things, the full price for these things would be like $68, $98, $108. And I would gather all of those things. I would take those stickers off, and I'd go to the Banana Republic in Towson, and I'd return it. They weren't giving you cash. I wanted the store credit because I wanted clothes. And so I would take all of the stuff back. And they were like, sir, you don't have a receipt. I'm like, your policy doesn't require a receipt. They're like, yeah, but these things are on sale. I'm like, yeah, but I paid full price for these things. I didn't pay for them on sale. And they had to honor the price. And so they would give me a credit.
Oh, y'all girls was
Right.
real.
So I may have went and spent $100, but bitch, I may have had $500-600 worth of stuff because they had to honor the full price. They changed their policy.
It's fair. You
Now,
girl,
after I got done with them, they changed their policy.
girl, you girls was crafty.
One lady, she tried to tell me, oh, no, you can't. I said, ma'am, I tried, because, you know, the register receipt is right there out of the machine. I said, tear a piece of that off for me. When she tore that off, their policy was on the back. I said, this says right here that you cannot require me to have a receipt. I need my refund. Bitch, they couldn't stand to see me coming.
Girl, I would have got your ass together, though, girl. As a clerk, I'd have did a Karen on your bitch ass.
I'd have a phone call for the like a Karen. Right. That trainee over here, that fucking man. That nigga with that bitch, that man standing up there, bitch. You think you fooling somebody? You're already a thief. Talking to somebody else like that, you're a fraud. You're a fraud, you sir.
Great. Okay, speaking of that, right? I know we being shady right now. I'm telling. So, speaking of, like, when was the very first time that you saw a train?
So my cousin Lisa,
Uh-huh.
she took me to a club. I think I was.
Oh, so it was at a club. Okay, before you tell me this, folks, my very first time seeing a trainee, an actual trainee, not a Game Boy or a which that was sponsored. My very first time seeing a trainee, people would watch it, they're gonna know. Her name is Latasha Rack. Miss Peaches, and I know we call it. She worked at the Amazon gas station. Went in, she hit down south.
Demolitions, hacker.
I think I gave Amazon gas station. Next to the motherfucking dollars. My high school was down the street, and I ended up living over there in the hood over there. She worked at the Amazon gas station, and I remember me going, yes, Miss Peaches. I remember me going over there to Miss Natasha. Yes, bitch, you know. I remember me walking up to the thing, and she was like, and this is the gas. I was like, and she's like, hey, what you want? Mama was on her phone. She was talking. You knew she was trying. No, we need hostages. Putting down guards. Right.
Again, try not to kill the hostages. If this goes to shit, we'll need collateral. Guards are down. Okay, demolitions go the first gate. Charges are on a timer. Keep that in mind. Remember, the gates you're going through are a special alloy. Only the thermal charges you got from the convoy will work on them. Stay in control. If they think you're weak, they might try something. Demolitions through the first gate. Ground control. Get behind there and get your gun to the towers. Now, there's a second gate that'll give you access to the lower level. Blow it.
Oh, this bragging it, bitch. You know, but then later on in life, when I had the opportunity to tell her, she didn't remember me, like, because I was so old. So she didn't really remember, so it was just very much so, like, trusting me. You know, bitch, I met you. And then we ended up working on the phone together. She's here, I think. She just ran into university the other day. That was something that we were saying. I was like, bitch, I know Tasha don't play with her man. And so I was just like, I said, girl, I said, you would never remember this, but I met you. I didn't meet you, but you was the first trainee or transsexual that I had ever saw at the fucking at the Abaco motherfucking gas station. And I was like, that was my first, and then the second was my guess. But she was the first one that I had. I was like, what? You know, they went to five. Right. She lives here. Yeah, but we're from Miami. We are from Miami. Like, and it's like wrong. it was crazy because you said bring Natasha Braxton on. We need to start. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring like all my training, all my because I know my leads. I know what kind of leads I got, and I just want to sit and talk to like what they doing. Like, cause I know a lot of there are a lot of podcasts, whatever.
Right.
So I'm gonna start hitting them and like, girl, you know, these the girls that's before, way before the football drag race,
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. Because I think people start really seeing gangs and queens on TV from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
And we gotta thank the mother for making the motherfucking goddamn shit commercial.
Yeah.
And so, but it was girls way before, you know. And then after I met 10, my gay mom, then I was into like all the trainings. I was like, oh. Then I found out about the host role.
Did y'all ever like sit around, not necessarily those two, but at any point, did you ever sit around with like training girls and discuss like your personal journey, like when you first started dealing?
I didn't have those types of girlfriends. Because I told you my gay mama was wicked. I love her. I still love her to this day. But my gay mama was wicked. Like, not wicked in a way of, it was just like she was too kind. Girl, we would live or whatever. And straight bar. We were going straight bar. And we get in the straight bar and stuff in the straight bar, standing like, man, I'm looking for a and bitch was like, see?
Right. So y'all never thought, not with her, but maybe like when you like, girl, I was dating her.
I really never really had those types of conversations. I was never really trying to have those types of conversations, like, you know, until I got older enough to like really talk to other people. You know,
I would like to see
I would talk to this Asian girl, but she'd probably be like, bro, you probably
okay, she don't like
girl, she probably still may give me that.
no, I never walked with this girl.
Baby. You know, she may not do, she may give me that. I don't know. I don't know.
Use the bikes to get away from the cops and to get upstate.
I don't know. But speaking of outlaws, shit, folks play the clip.
Take you off-road, away from the cops and towards our boat. Stay together. This will be the safest route.
Loop it, folks.
Excuse me, Lord. Fuck bitches. Excuse me a minute, y'all. Excuse me, Lord. Fuck you, bitches. Excuse me a minute, y'all. Excuse me, Lord. Fuck
I'm
you,
gonna go.
bitches.
Miss Mary gonna be Miss Mary gonna be so mad. It's gonna be ridiculous.
She just said to her earlier, who put that clip up there? Why they had to use that clip?
Miss Mary gonna be so mad. She gonna be mad. But I would like to say that Miss Mary's interview was one of the most amazing interviews.
The clip that I saw that I haven't seen.
It was one of the most amazing interviews, even though we had to do it right.
Use the bikes to get away from the cops and to get upstate.
Well, the first one we did, I told you that I was,
There's a route coming to your GPS.
and I report that this is the man right here. Because the first time we did it, you know, we didn't really understand like how the interview was going to go, whatever, and then, you know, she felt supported. Because even though she's my mother, she's also my guest. And so as my guest, I'm going to ask her things. You know what I'm saying? Like I asked my guests, I asked them the origin story, I asked them who they are, I asked them like, you know, I just like, this is what I asked. So, like the first interview, let's just say, a lot. That first interview. And we had the script there. It was very, very just test. It was very, very scripted. So we waited months later. We visited, and it was like the perfect time.
So kind of like this answer. And y'all kind of had a different memory.
Yeah, she remembered it differently. But it was just the fact of the matter that, you know, important that this interview was because I took my time with my mother, and I asked her stuff that was hard. I mean, and talk out of it. You know, how she felt about society, how she felt about, you know, how she felt about the current climate of the United States, the administration, just a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, you know, that's not gonna happen. Right? You know, all this stuff. I just let her, you know, I didn't really ask. I asked her questions. I didn't. There was a part there that I let her open up. Instead of interviewing her, I let her. I didn't. Let her be comfortable. Because I interviewed her that first. We didn't like her. I interviewed her. I say that she did not feel ambushed. She felt ambushed.
What did you think you were going to get out of it?
Well, I got what I needed for my own. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't think that we didn't have. I asked about the origin. So we went back, and when we went back, and it's just that, you know, in that, as my mother, I was definitely going to protect her. And it was, when she went back, it got dark. And so I was like, yeah, I don't, and this is where, I don't know why. And there was a part of the interview where Monique said, I sat down and I talked to her. And she said, I told her first you lay again. I was never taking it down. I said,
She said they would think the most shit.
yeah. And I said to her, and she said, when you brought us, and I understood, because it made me reflect on it, and people don't know that I left the interview. And I was like, yeah, I was just my mother's interview, because my mother, everything my mother was not clear. And I guess it was if you watch the outcome podcast, I really sit there and I allow acts like it. When I act like it's stuff and they don't even know this. And so I was asking her things, and then she really respected the answer the question, and it got to very much so nice. When she thought about it, it got very emotional. It got what you call it. And then I did that interview, and I thought about it, and I said, yes. Because he said something. He said, even though me and my mother had a strenuous relationship,
That's still my mom.
that's my mom.
And I can't have the people.
And bitch, I can't let no people be out there.
Tell my mom.
And I said,
She said something about a woman.
You see that boat in the creek?
Your mother
That's where your
is, so whatever you say, a horrible person, whatever. She was like, I understand where it was coming from, but that's still my mama you're talking about.
yeah. And when she said that, I promise you, I left, when she left there, I talked over to our heart, and I said, we cannot release my mom from that person because, bitch, she scares me that person from that I know that evil, wicked people out there, not even wicked, against me and her. And even though this was true for her, I have to make sure.
Yeah.
And that's my mom.
Right.
All these other people, I don't give a fuck. Something like dick. I don't give a fuck about the other motherfucker. That's my mom. And bitch, you're not gonna use no trauma or pain or something happen to my mother that I interviewed her and she got me in a place that she was talking to. She was not only talking to her kid, but she was also talking to somebody that actually sat down like a therapist. Yeah. And he talked. And I was like, nah. Then after that, we did an interview. I was so glad we did it. It was such a high spirit. It was good. I went back and watched the interview 2 or 3 times. Yeah, watched it 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
Somebody is in the comments asking about Patriot saying, there it is scrolling at the bottom. The pros. What was I going to say? Dang. But the clip that I did see, I haven't seen this full interview, but the clip that I did see, it was really, it was a powerful clip. I think it was like one of the first ones, first clips that came out.
Oh yeah, well she said that she saw. Hold on.
We did it! Well, you did it. I know I didn't do that much, but you.
That time, what was funny to me when she said she saw me in the dress at the store.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Girl, that was a he bitch.
Wait, now I do know the story when he was at the grocery store.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Here, let me wire you
See
your
you.
money.
I walk right on by. Baby, when I saw you cut you, are you making sure that I can't walk you? Because you know when I'm a person on my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. You know that.
The picnic.
Baby, the way you were looking. Because
you,
I think you was ready for me to jab. I was going to whoop your ass at that city.
We watched the sunset and we stayed up all night talking and ass. Innermost
I was so blessed. Baby, excuse me. Y'all excuse me. Your ass would have been flowed that day.
That wasn't you?
You wouldn't be here today. No.
Even the skinny dipping and the...
Let's just thank God that it went the way it went. Anyway, what kept me from putting my hands on you? And I looked at you as you was a police over in
Oh, man, the drugs. I'm
I ain't going to jail for nobody.
I'm not well at all.
But I want to put my hands on you.
I'm a little embarrassed. Okay, the money.
Why?
Here.
I don't know. It's just that you didn't have to. Why couldn't you come and talk? I always ask you, why you felt you couldn't come and talk to me about that?
Here, okay, you better take off.
No
Take care, okay.
I got what you had told me because I learned a lot.
Bye.
When we did the T.S. Madison experience, you said you had to go away to find yourself.
Most of us do.
So that explained to me when you left, and I was so hurt, and I didn't understand. I was like, why? What's going on? What did I do? What did I do wrong? As a parent, this is what a parent go through with a child. This
is a part of the mourning process.
You go through a part of you. You're like, what did I do wrong?
Question 1.
Did anybody touch my child?
Question 2.
Is it something God? What? It's so many. You got so many questions. You just don't know.
But the 2 main question is
what did I do wrong?
And who touched?
Who touched my child? And is somebody gonna kill my child?
3. So those are the top 3 questions.
Yes.
Now, here's what I know. I know the story. Y'all were in like a Winn-Dixie or something.
Winn-Dixie.
I remember that.
Yeah.
She didn't say it there, but I know the stories. I remember being a Winn-Dixie. And I remember her saying she saw you out of the corner of her eye, and you were in the dress, and she wanted to go over to you, and she knew that you saw her. At first, you didn't see her.
Oh, I saw her.
Oh, you saw her the whole time. And then she said that she saw that police, and that's why she didn't come over there. But the thing that is so important when she said, why did you feel like you couldn't talk to me? Why couldn't you come to me? And the answer is simple. And we talked about this not long ago. Because oftentimes, we know what you believe. You knew your mother was church. You knew you couldn't talk to her about that. Yeah, I could probably talk to you about a lot of things, but I knew where you stood on this. That's one. The other part of it is, and I'm not saying you did, but for me, I heard the way my family talked about gay people.
I did.
So that informed me that, oh, you can't talk to these people about what you feel. And that's why you go away from it. Trans women, or trans people, I shouldn't just say women, but trans men probably do it too. But gay people, we go away from our family. We separate. Because you're trying to find out who you are, and you need quiet. And you kind of separate, and you're separating yourself physically from the straight people in your life. And that's when you find your gay mothers, or you find your gay friends, and you find the nightclubs and the bookstores. You're searching for yourself, and you don't have resources.
You're searching for yourself and your tribe.
And your tribe.
Because this is not your tribe.
This is not your tribe anymore.
And I just don't understand how people don't get it. Like,
right.
you othered me already.
That's right. And you've told me without telling me directly that you need to stay in that closet. Because I dated this guy years ago. He said to me that his mom would say little things indirectly. She wouldn't say it to him, but she would say, any of my children ever end up gay, they better not even come home. They better not even tell me. It was almost like you trying to send this not so subliminal message. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you've already informed us how you feel.
And I think when the straight people be doing all that talking and shit like that, Craig, I be like, do you understand that you're the dominant controller of this world? You're the dominant here. And so it sounds crazy to us when you start saying this stuff is being forced on you.
Just like it sounds crazy to black people and white people feel, because they're the dominant people in this country right now. They feel like they're being, they can no longer have their rights because they can't say nigger now, or everything is so politically correct. You know what I mean? Same thing.
I'm just sitting like, what the fuck are you saying? That now you're in this situation, now something, it feels forced on you.
Exactly.
Now you're being forced because now you're trying to, y'all got an agenda.
Right.
It's like, nigga, do you know that you're the dominant?
Yeah. Yeah.
The dominant force here?
Yeah.
Where we can't, you don't even want us to exist.
Right.
And now that we get in a space, you invade that.
And you reaching in and you taking
out. And you taking the shit, and then you tell us, bitch, I'm offended by the shit you fucking said.
But I don't think that we or they spend enough time.
Oh, they said they compare black and white issues.
So you log out. You don't tell me what the fuck you're talking about over here. You log out.
Can you do another comparison just because?
I don't think we spend enough time examining how the effects of our family, whether you're trans, gay, lesbian, whatever, I don't think we spend enough time thinking about how it impacts us and what we become before we come into this place. I've said this before, I said it at one of we come into this community with a very specific type of trauma. We all carry trauma. When queer people, we come into this community with a very specific type of trauma. And a lot of it has been inflicted on us from family. Black church, the black family, the black family. And so when we come into this community and we try to have friends, we try to have relationships, we're carrying that trauma. And oftentimes we don't know how to trust each other as queer people because of how we were scared about our family.
Yes. And this is why we walk around with internalized homophobia,
Exactly.
Internalized transphobia. It always makes my stomach flip over when I see a fact.
Yeah. And that goes back to what I was saying on the show, this man. You have that ideology because of what your family, your church, your community has told you about them and gained us. It's not about, oh, that's just my preference. No, you're focused. There's a phobia that you carry. That's a bias that you carry. And then moreover, we don't think about correlation between the drug use in our community, the alcohol abuse in our community, the hyper sexual activity in our community. Because people will oftentimes discount and say, oh, that's just because we're all men, we just have a lot of sex. No, a lot of times you're having sex looking for love, in search for love, and you didn't get your family. And we don't think about suicide rate in our community. Like, we're carrying a lot of that shit with us. And then you're trying to have a relationship with another gay man who's carrying his own shit because he hasn't healed his shit. And now you mix two broken spirits, these broken souls, trying to have a relationship with him, taking the time to heal yourself. And neither has he. And now you're trying to be in a relationship and you're wondering why the relationship is volatile. Why that boy just got stabbed up. Right. You're wondering why you have to volatile so high out. Girl, la la. Girl, la la. There's nobody doing their work. Too few of us are doing our work. And then I'm trying to get into a relationship and it's a bunch of, and I'm not saying at all that I got to figure out, I'm not saying that I'm healing. But I'm healing out loud. Too many people are healing in silence. Yeah. We're not healing at all. They try to drink away the pain, drug away the pain, fuck away the pain, drop away the pain, project their pain onto somebody else. Yeah. Right. Again, this is why I'm mad. Yeah. A boy that gets fucked in his butt, or gets on his knees and suck dick, or a boy that's looking at another boy, lusting after another boy, you can't read me. You are a faggot. You do know that you are a faggot. You can't read me. You can't. There's nothing that you can do, and you can't call me delusional. You can't call me. You are a boy that gets fucked in your butt, or he's sucking another. You have a penis getting sucking another penis, and you are a faggot. You have lost your mind to think that you are above because you're trans. Because I am a trans. You are a homosexual. You can never read me as a phone. I don't give a fuck how bad you are or how motherfucking goddamn you can walk in with another man. You are a fag, sir. Oh. So we try to shop it away. Some. The designer label, the fancy car, because you really are trying to mask that trauma that you have yet to heal. You see that healing is painful. But that's where the broken pain. And a lot of people don't want to do that work. That's why a lot of people stay in the club. If we're going to run the streets all day long, every night you're in the bar. You can't stand to be home by yourself. You can't stand to be still. Greg, can you show us another form of intersectionality, please? I don't know anything right off the top of my head. Thank you, who is? I'm sure something will come. There may be. But yeah, and again, so like when I have these conversations with people, like gay men in particular, they're like, oh, we just love sex. Okay, maybe you do just love sex. But there is a correlation, there's a connection with a lot of that shit. And you're not going to really take the time to understand why you're allowing yourself to be fucked on with about 15 people, or why you're going to a hotel and you're allowing 30 niggas to come in and come dump in you. I mean, that's correct. We're not going to finish. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is sometimes maybe you just like doing that. But I'm willing to bet more times than not, that shit traces back and links back to something. Especially anonymous sex. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said hedonism is a trigger response? Really? 96 levels? Oh. Because a lot of times people have sex to feel love, to feel valued, to feel wanted. yeah, people love sex and have high sex drive, but underneath that, what's underneath that? And that's why our relationship.
Craig, they said, what's anonymous sex?
Fucking with you don't know.
Someone said to me, why do I use faggot against the gays when, hold on, let's click on that. Why don't you continue to use the word faggot against the gays while you just read? Well, because those gays forget that they are faggots. It's usually to those ones that they're pandering to. And it's just the reminder. So this is me, community, speaking to community. You're a faggot. And if you didn't know, all it takes is one slip up and they'll let you know that you are a faggot. An AIDS carrying faggot.
And speaking of HIV/AIDS, I believe, and I know some people will probably push back, not in all cases, I don't think that I'm saying this in every case, but I believe in a lot of those instances where people have become positive, I think there's a connection between, I think there could, in a lot of instances, there could be some family connection in that too. How you came into this community from your family. Not in every case, but I believe sometimes, again, it goes back to how you, I don't even say, because I know somebody's going to misinterpret what I'm saying, but I believe there's a connection there in some instances.
I'm just, when it comes down to that stuff, you gotta say that type of stuff to the children because they forget. They feel that they're on the side of, like, I'm safe.
Yeah.
No, you're a faggot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are a faggot. You get fucked in your butt. Sucked in you, the most vile thing that walks the earth. Just know that. You're not above what they think about you. Today now.
First, December 1st is World AIDS Day. We were talking about that earlier.
You're not above you're not above that. These people this is what they think about you. You're not safe. I'm telling you, the moment that me and homegirl fell out, I was immediately angry. I was a child molester. Immediately. I was like, I said, well, when did I stop molesting the kids? Wasn't when you was 7. I started molesting them. Did you? So you watched me hold them down? Yeah. We've been around each other 3-4 years. And today, I'm a child molester. Oh, this means I've always been there. I had to learn this the hard way. And this is why I'm reverting back to me when I'm talking to my girlfriend about bitch, hey, you ain't got to be in our conversation. Yeah. Say fuck you. I'm not gonna talk right now. And so that's just from especially me standing outside looking at the world and how the world is clicking up. I mean clicking up on I just want to be anti-trend and all the fags that get on the bandwagon like they're not faggots. You get fucked in your
Oh, girl.
you get your ass slapped by men. Stop it. Stop it. You gotta be not thinking that these people think
The same thing about you. But you know, I think what needs to happen, I think more people, queer people, I think more of us need to spend time thinking about the psychology behind the feelings before we act out. We get to suck it and fuck it and all this shit before we give ourselves permission. It's trans, or queer, whatever you identify. I think that before we are even comfortable in our skin and really wrap our brain and our minds around our identity and our truth, we out here having anonymous sex. We got to fucking suck it online and bookstores. No, Right, and it's just like, but you do all this sneaking and shit. It's just like if you had just taken a beat, if you just taken a moment and allowed yourself to really process feelings, the thoughts, all of that, the psychology behind it, then acting on it, I think we would be a more healed community. But no, we did the reverse. And similarly, like, I have a good group of friends, male friends, gay friends. I have not fucked my friends. What is pretty common in the community, and I'm not saying I'm the only person who has friends they have fucked, but it's very common in the community where the kids will fuck and then they realize, oh, we should just be children. And then they just be friends. I mean, it happens on Lord and it happens in real life. And it's just like, well, if you just take a beat, like, everybody that you're attracted to, well, maybe it just didn't work out, man. No. Well, I don't listen. Anthony Devon said, "What's wrong with that?" I'm gonna need you to put on your critical thinking cap. That's what I want you to do. Well, Craig, maybe that's. I mean, it means you have you don't have enough discipline to like try to see if you're meant to be friends first. Well, girl, maybe listen. So you're just gonna fuck everybody that you everybody smile at you. Well, I mean, in all of your friendship. So you mean to tell me out of so situations didn't happen? I'm not saying that it couldn't, but for example, I have a friend. He is fucking 100%. I'm the only one who doesn't fuck. Because I said a situation. I didn't say all. That's what I'm talking about. You're talking about all situations. Right, this is like, you didn't try to be friends first. Like, no, I'm not talking about if you like each other, then you just gotta be friends. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Get out of here with that nonsense. Thank you, KSW227. Somebody even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all try to act like you're old. I mean, I'm not this, but I mean, girl. When I was a butch queen, of course I was in my butch queen circle. I mean, I had one. My point is, if you having sex, or maybe two, of my Judy, but then it became they kept sex. So we y'all just started fucking the first time y'all met. I mean, it was where we met. And then once we started, so that's my point. So everybody's cute. No, everybody in the group ain't cute. They're not ready. Be hottie. Stop this. They're not ready. Stop this. Everybody in the group wasn't cute. So you fucked all the ones that you thought were cute. No, well, I fucked the two that we were attracted to each other. And then it was just like, oh girl, okay, I didn't know nothing of Craig. You gotta also understand that sometimes, stop this, Craig, stop this. Go ahead. Because I see you gather your phone like you finna gather your things. You need to stop this. You gotta understand that that a lot of dating people, well, and they come in there and they come in, girl, they come in, girl, and then the situation happens. Craig, you wanna talk like bitch. We would have been in the 69. And then I was like, bro, 69. And I know some of y'all don't relate to this. What happens is when you get to fucking everybody, and then you realize that you didn't meet one of their friends later, and you really like that one, and you done burned that bridge, bitch, because you didn't already fuck the other friend. It's like, take a beat. Take a beat. Oh, girl. Girl, when you a new gay and you don't know nothing about gay stuff, what kind of beat you gonna take? And you gotta get back home before you get a whooping? All I'm saying is, you should at least leave the friend circle. Because it might be somebody else that you really like. Oh, girl, well, you can't get. But they get fucked. We don't fuck no. And the girl, imagine if you looking at her and she's cute and then she's like, oh, that's it. I was mad for mad. You were never mad. I was not. Just because you had a hot time saying bitch, I was mad for mad. Girl, you were a girl with a high time saying. I was. A woman. Phenomenally, you were a girl with a high time. Phenomenally, that was big. Oh, God. Girl, We sure know how to stir the people up in the comments, honey.
Yes, they can hear me.
Okay. Oh, God. That is too funny. What time is it?
Girl, bitch, we about to go.
Hey, I'll see y'all after break.
And Mo got to go in there and wash his leg.
Why you starting?
I knew he was coming.
Why you starting?
Wash the leg, Mo.
Don't start.
Go in there and wash the leg. You've been sitting on that leg all day. Craig, I want you to have a very thankful time.
Thank you very much.
Girl, I'm going to be praying. I'm going to be yet praying for you, girl, over there with those lions, tigers, and bears. Play Jasmine Sullivan when you land. Lions, tigers, and bears. The bear, the bear. And I want you to have a good time because I don't never want you to have.
Well, we need to do a flag talk in South Africa, man. I'm scouting out.
I mean, if you go scout out the location. But we definitely do a flag talk patch. Why? But if you wrong that, we're definitely going to do flag talk party.
Definitely.
Because this game over there.
Oh, it's definitely there. And I know a few faggies and a couple trainees.
Oh, bitch, listen, I'm going to meet all my trainees.
Okay.
And then I'm going to speak all languages today. And they better speak home.
They speak French, Papa.
I got to see what that is.
But you know what's so interesting when I went over there?
What's on?
A lot of their slang is English. Because there's no translation. Like when they say read. They're like, read. They're not like in French, the word here is read. And anybody say real, like anybody saying that. They just
Oh, are they going to say poisson?
That's it. They're going to say fish. They're going to say fish. And the same thing with fish. Fish, they're not going to say.
But then they're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're going to say. No.
They're just going to say start there.
Right. A lot of their slang is English here. And a lot of it comes from ballroom.
Well, ballroom is huge there.
Yeah.
It is very huge. I've watched it.
I didn't know that until I went. And they were like, oh, yeah, cisgender people, straight cisgender people walk in ballroom. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you can be gay and cisgender too, you know.
Right.
You're a gay cisgender man.
Right.
Because, you know, and what's so crazy about the word cis is that they've made this thing for, it's like for women.
Exactly.
No, sweetie. Or for straight women. No, sweetie. No, that's why it's not a slur.
Yes, I am going to bring a life jacket. It's rainy spring in South Africa. Bring a life jacket. I'm going to bring one. Thank you very much.
Great, because you are a cisgender gay male.
Yeah.
I am a transgender gay woman. I'm a transgender queer woman.
Well, why you got to say queer?
Well, I'm queer because, Greg, I accept all parts of it. The dick.
The queer makes it what?
Dick.
Well, why you can't just say trans?
Well, here's the thing. Because trans is my identity.
Okay.
But I think that I'm queer.
Well, what is queer?
A fag, too. Means I'm a fag, too.
Well, you're definitely a fag.
Yeah. Croissant.
Okay.
Croissant. Pescado. That's fish in English fish, Spanish pescado, French croissant. So English, French, and Spanish.
Somebody said they sent me a quote by Essex Hemphill. Where's your, I don't know your Instagram. I'm trying to find it.
Hold on, MD. This is where this is where education, communication is our partner. What? Alright, let me highlight that. It says so LGBTQIA is now an identity, not a sexuality. Transgender has never been a sexuality, honey. Lesbian, that's a sexuality. Lesbian, being a giant. Gay, bi. Trans is an identity, honey. Queer also is an identity. You said, why did they include the T? I don't know. I don't know why they include it. pick the fucking T. Because the T is an identity, honey. Because in the T, you can be a L, a G, or a B. You can be a transgender bisexual person. You can be a transgender gay person. You can be a transgender lesbian. See how that works? That's why when I say I'm a woman, but I was born male, it's so confusing. It's so confusing. It's not.
I've been out here for a few weeks and it's going great. All right.
You gotta understand, none of us were born men, or none of us were born women.
We're engaged. It's not the same.
I is interested. Or included, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Oh. That's why we be having this situation. Because Caitlyn Jenner went out there and got a vagina and dated a woman. When Caitlyn Jenner was Bruce, Caitlyn Jenner had her penis and she dated a woman. Hello? Just like that, there can be two trans women that like each other. I call those bitches dice. But their identity is trans. They're trans women.
The excitement of the ancient art of rich people trying to be faster than each other. It's premier horse racing at the inside track.
You said she's always a lesbian, right? No, that black nigga came over there and put some dick in that motherfucker goddamn kidney. She pulled that catheter out that hole. Caitlyn. And that black man, she was over there. That black nigga came over to put some black dick in her. I don't give a fuck what she say. That black nigga, when she pulled that catheter out that hole, bitch, and that motherfucking black nigga came and jumped in there. Hi, guys. Hi. Hold on. Is that why exclusive? Okay, especially it is.
Why excluded the T, and that was just right for the transition. We live first half of our lives as good men and transition into our true identity as either trans male or trans woman. I don't understand why you're saying why excluded the T. Or you're saying why not excluded the T? I don't know. It's interesting about this question though, because I was thinking what you were saying earlier. You know, I guess all trans women, at least, lived as a gay boy for a period.
Some of us did. I did.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't all? You had to transition at some point. Even if it started.
Well, there are some trans women that
started.
Because there are some on Instagram. There's two girls I followed, and they were trans, like their parents.
Transitioned them at what point, though?
Big young.
But they still were a boy, even if they were 5.
Girl, no bitches were women. A girl. Bitch, because I was like, oh. And there was two of them that she said,
I'm trying to take the T out of LGBT.
Well, they're trying to take the T out because, you know, everybody's against the T right now. But the T is not a sexual orientation. So I don't give a fuck if they did. Because I'm not, me being I'm a heterosexual transgender.
What'll it be today?
I'm a heterosexual transsexual. I'm a traditional. I'm a woman that lives like that. Right. That's what I am. And men that like women fuck me. In a heterosexual way. That's how that works. That's right. T is the gender identity. Well, they can add a double T for the trans. I think the trait is queer. I think that the queer falls in a space beyond straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think, but because I've said before, like I don't think that that's it.
I think the queer is explorative. Queer is explorative.
For them.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that queer is explorative. It's just like, what do you mean I can't like pussy and I can't like a big
They
shit?
can say queer is a gray area.
Yeah.
And because I don't think that men who are interested in females and trans women, I don't think that's gay.
I don't either.
And I don't necessarily think that it's violent. I think it's gray area.
It's that gray area. That's why I say.
And I'm not at all saying that we need another gender.
No, we don't. Because it's too much.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I don't think that it's violent. Okay, because that same man would want a female and you wouldn't want me or a boy, a man.
Well, because he's attracted to femininity.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
And he's not attracted to masculinity. He doesn't want masculinity. He's attracted to whatever, however he sees divine femininity. That's what it is. And I don't think that, and like I said, saying that he's gay binds him to you.
Right.
And that's not how that works.
And when I say queer, I'm saying it all inclusive of LGBT. Like I'm inclusive.
Are you saying the gray area is bi? That's not.
No, I'm not saying
that's not true, because there are bisexual people that like men and women and not trans.
Yeah.
Not bi. There are bisexual people that like men and female, male and female. They don't like the trans. I've had numerous conversations about this. So it will fall under queer. It with LBGDL. But if every man that's dealing with the girls and fish is not, every man that deals with the girls and fish is not necessarily DL. Just because he ain't up, just because he ain't got on his profile on fish, I like, he on his profile, I like doing it. Or men. Yes, the gay men that like trans men, I think that they are queer.
Or maybe I think they may not.
Correct.
So maybe it's
Queer, that's where queer comes in. And so at the end of the day, this is what you gotta understand, right? Everybody has the right to have their own individual identity. And me, can't change that. You can't change that. You can't change it.
I'm afraid that's unavailable. The management team apologizes for any.
Are you saying bisexuality is because there are it said that trade fall under that. I don't think trade fall under bisexual. I don't. I don't think trade fall under bisexual.
I never suggested that when they deal with a trans girl,
He's dealing with a man. Right. I don't think that trade falls under bisexual. I think trade falls under queer, because at the end of the day, there are if you talk to a lot of bisexual men, they will tell you they fuck men and they fuck males and they fuck females. They don't fuck trans. They fall under queer. And I'm sick of
Bitch.
Anyway, all right, talk tonight.
are you guys having an amazing December? Don't forget to sign up today for your say. These Tag Talk 125 is the promo code. We love you. We appreciate you guys being here.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
Don't be shy. Great
Oh,
to see
wait a
you.
minute. They're talking about some Candy and Talk out in the forest.
We talked about that in Chicago,
Yeah.
Bets are
yeah.
closed now. Let's start, shall we?
Have an amazing holiday. Hold on to your money unless you're
6.
supporting black and brown businesses.
Hold
We got
on
10.
to your love, to your coins. You got to hold on.
Would you like another
Yes.
card?
For all of the well wishes.
16.
I'll
Card?
travel safely. Bye.
Gone over.
People that
That's
doesn't
a
check for
bust.
DD. Will be
Sorry, card lines.
International. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. August 5th through the 9th, 2026, Flag Talk Live in Antigua will be going down, baby. Get your tickets at www.fagtalkinternational.com.
Okay, I'm going to bed. Y'all have a great night. I will see y'all tomorrow. It's technically today. So yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great start to y'all week. And I will see y'all later. Good night.